Next level fit, 5 simple steps. So you may want to grab pen and paper. I'm going to share with you 5 simple steps on how to get next level fit. And right before we get into the main content, I do have 3 free offers for you to consider. If you visit fit.fitness, fit.fitness, just like it sounds, that'll take you to my primary website, weight loss solutions that work.com. You'll forward into that. I have a 7-day free email offer and a 21-day free email offer. The difference between the two, the 7-day free email offer is a text-driven email. So every email is going to have basically a short letter that's going to teach you about fat burning strategies. The 21-day series, both complimentary, are video lesson based. So each lesson you'll get is about 10, 15 minutes long. And a lot of these lessons are mindset. So much of our fitness journey, I feel, is mindset. And so if you'll take advantage of that offer and go through the series, I feel like it will assist you on getting your mindset better for fitness. And if you're really feeling brave and would like to find out about my virtual training, because I do have an exciting virtual training system where we meet on the phone once a week and I hold you accountable to your goals. I have an app that you can download and we'll put the training program on the app and I basically coach you how to do it, right? So to take advantage of that, message me the word consult, CONSULT, to my phone number, 520-400-9573, right? Okay, I'm going to do a quick double check volume check. Let us know where you're coming at us from. I'm coming at you from my home in Tucson, Arizona. And where are you coming at us from? All right, do we have volume? All right. Sometimes I'm get so much going on my phone. I demand a lot from the phone. Okay. All right. Okay. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Yeah. Okay, good. Got volume. Just want to make sure I have volume. Sometimes I get going and for some reason the volume doesn't come across. So, all right. So first things first, let's get clear and specific on your goal. So let's get you going on this right now, today, right? So grab that pen and paper if you're open to it. Grab pen and paper because we're going to do a little bit of writing, right? A little bit of writing. Let's see, bring this too low. Okay. All right. Hopefully the internet connection is coming across okay. So first things first is have a clear, specific goal. So let's do a little drill. So if you could wave a realistic magic wand and you could have your body, your health, your energy, any kind of way you wanted it to be, what would that be like for you? Think about that. Any kind of way you wanted. And I encourage you to be clear and specific. The more clear and specific you can be about your goal, the better. Having a little bit of a... Okay. All right. So the clearer and more specific you can be, the better, right? So write that down, get clear and specific. What is that? For me, I was just recently measured at about 180 pounds at 11% body fat. My goal is that I'm happy and grateful that I'm 190 pounds at or under 10% body fat. All right. So what is your goal? See, I like that clear and specific goal, right? So something measurable. Now take your goal, whatever it is. Let's say, for example, you have a weight and a body fat percent. If you're not really sure about body fat percents, you can go online on Google and look up men's and women's body fat percentage images. And you can just look at the images and kind of see where they're at, see where you're at. And most of us can put ourselves in a range, right? So just by looking at the picture, right? So consider doing that. So having a body weight goal and a body fat percent goal. Consider that, right? So now you have your goal. I'm going to have you write it down. I'm going to have you set it up as a frame like this. I am happy and grateful now that I am, and then state your goal. Okay? That's the framework. I am happy and grateful now that I am, boom, state your goal. Right? So for me, for example, I am happy and grateful now that I am 190 pounds at or under 10% body fat, feeling strong and healthy like a supple leopard. So you can go on and add things. Like, and I say thick brown hair, 20/20 vision. I'm working on my vision. Perfect teeth, supple skin. See how you can add to your physical fitness affirmation, right? So I want you to consider doing that. I am happy and grateful now. Write that down. I am happy and grateful now that I am. Write that down. And then put in your goal, what that is for you. I am happy and grateful now that I am, and then state your goal. That makes sense? So consider doing that. That's the first step, is having a clear, specific goal, right? The 5 simple steps, and write this down if you're taking notes, is to follow the fundamentals of fitness, what I call the fundamentals of fitness: training, nutrition, recovery, supplementation, and mindset. Those are the 5 simple steps. Exercise every week. Eat healthy as you can. Get your rest. Supplement intelligently. And work on your mindset. Those are the 5 things I want you to consider wrapping your head around this and embracing your fitness journey. Just do the best you can in these areas. So for me, for example, I probably exercise more than most, but it's still, it's what works for me. You don't have to do it as much as I do, but I'm going to share with you how I lay out my routine for the week. So my goal is to do 5 times a week of cardio for either 30 minutes of steady state or 20 minutes of high intensity interval training. And then break it up, have a meal or two, and then do the weight training for about an hour. And I do that 5 days a week. That's my goal. On top of that, I went through a surgery back in June, and I'm still doing physical therapy myself from that. So my goal is to do my physical therapy exercises 3 times a week on top of that. Those are my goals. So when it comes times Monday to start my new week, it comes time to do the first cardio session, I'm not bailing on my cardio session because I don't feel like doing it. You just do it, right? We just take action. That's the one thing that'll separate you from a lot of other people this year. And I encourage you to, whatever you do, even if you're making small incremental steps, is to take action. Take action. Do the best you can. If you're not hitting all your goals, it doesn't mean total failure. I want you to consider taking action. And if you really want to make a big difference in your life, consider taking massive action. That's what I want you to do, is consider taking massive action towards your goals, right? Make sure you're on a good exercise program, you're eating healthy, you're getting the right amount of rest, you're supplementing intelligently, and you're working on your mindset. Those are the 5 things right there that's going to help you so much. I'm going to break them down just a little bit further. and I'm going to come at you. My goal is to come at you on these videos Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today, I'm a little bit early because I have an appointment at 3 o'clock at the studio. So I'm having to take care of somebody in that regard. So I had to juggle a little bit. But realize I'll get the video out. So if you have to catch the replay, you can catch the replay. You can't catch it live. All right. So with training, I encourage you to have basically some sort of cardiovascular training and then some sort of strength training combination. Say, for example, if we had a twin engine airplane and on the end, the engines are strength training and cardiovascular training. Now, if we only have one of those engines working on the airplane, it's not going to be as efficient, right? It's not going to be as good unless we have both engines going on the airplane, right? I want you to have a good cardiovascular routine, and I want you to have a good strength training routine. Doesn't have, it could be anywhere from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 days a week, depending on your time and what you want to put into it. But I encourage you to start somewhere and be consistent with taking action. That's where the rubber really meets the road. Is what separates most of us, is that a lot of people aren't going to take action. They're not going to do it. But I encourage you to not fall victim to that, and make a plan, whatever it is your plan, and stick to your plan. All right, that's training. Nutrition. Imagine for a moment that we want to build a beautiful 2-story house from scratch. And imagine that we only have half the materials necessary to build the house. How far are we going to get? About halfway, right? The foods that we all eat on a daily basis are like the supplies that goes towards building the house. The foods that we eat every day, you, I, what we eat, the foods that we eat every day, that's the supplies that goes towards building our bodies. So consider that when you're creating your food list, which if you're interested in my food list, just message me the word food list. I'll send it to you. My goal is to put something together that you can just access online, but I do have a very specific food list that I share to all my clients. I'm happy to share with you complimentary if we're not currently working together. I just want you to get going on it and be successful. So that's nutrition. Number 3 is recovery. I've had the honor of training 3 different neurologists over the last several years. One's a neuroradiologist, and they all say that their sleep studies show that we all must get 7.5 to 9 hours sleep a night. So that's what I'm going to do. I encourage you to do you, but consider that is gold. That's a golden rule right there. 7.5 to 9 hours sleep a night for optimal recovery. Number 4, supplement intelligently. I feel we basically have nutritional supplements and we have enhancement performance supplements, like a meal replacement shake or something that's going to enhance our strength. And there are 2 different categories of supplements. And then last but not least is the mindset. Consider for a moment that we're building a big 2-story or even a big office building, a big giant building, and we're using these crane operated machines, the big cranes like that, and it's got that box where the person sits in it and pulls the levers, right? Well, consider your mind is like that box, and your mind is pulling the levers of your life. My mind is pulling the levers of my life. That's why when my mind tells my body, hey, this is what we're doing next week for exercise. This is what we're doing for eating. When my mind tells my body, it just does it. We don't want to let the mind say, oh, I don't feel like doing cardio this morning. I'm too tired, blah, 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 right? We don't want to get in that negative mindset. We want to use our mindset for your greatness. I want you to use your mindset that's going to help you reach your goal. And one thing you can do, and I'm going to leave you with this, is to use that daily affirmation. Here it goes. You can write this down. I am happy and grateful now that I am, and then state your goal. I am happy and grateful now that I am, then state your goal. Memorize that, internalize that, say it every day on the way to wherever you go. and internalize your goal like that. And if I could be of any assistance, if you're interested in virtual fitness training, I have an exciting program that I'm doing. If you want to take your program to the next level, or if you're just looking to get started, I've seen it all. I'd be honored to talk to you. Just consider messaging me the word consult, and we'll set up a complimentary phone or a Zoom so I can get to know you and your goals and show you how we can create your success. All right, that's it for now. Appreciate your time and your energy. Remember that our health is wealth. That is important. Our health, your health, our health is wealth. Please keep that in mind. Take care of your health. I feel like our bodies are really made to last and go a long time if we take care of them. And I hope and pray that you take care of yours. So with that in mind, be blessed. Have a great day. And I'll be back. I'll see today's Thursday. I'll be back here on Sunday for the next lesson. Bring your questions or whatever you need for support. And I'll see you then.